to talk about the revelation I had, y'all. So I was talking to a turtle today. So I'm literally Dr. Doolittle. Like, I've come to accept it. The animals fuck with me. As soon as I open up my patio and start talking, all the birds just rush to my patio. The ducks, the geese. I was sitting out by the water. This turtle was just sitting there just fucking with me. And all of a sudden I just start having a conversation with him. And as soon as I pull out my phone and stuff and start recording him, he started moving away. And Spirit started giving me a message with that, like, of technology and nature, like going into that, even though technology comes from nature, because all of the components that makes technology comes from nature, it comes from the earth. But it was, oh my gosh, do I want to go into this message first? Okay, yeah, let's go into this part of the message first. Alexa, volume down. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to have to put the microphone in, y'all, because I want to hear the music. And let me inside your love. Okay. So I was outside and I was talking to the turtle or whatever. And I put it on my TikTok. So if you following my personal TikTok, then you'll see the videos, like a couple videos that I made. So he was cool when I was just talking to him without my phone and stuff. And I was just reflecting and talking, right? But as soon as I would pull out my phone and like start recording and things, he would like start moving away as if he's like, don't record me. Don't, like, it's like he didn't want nothing to do with the technology. It was so interesting. Like, because as soon as I would then put the phone back down, he'd come swimming right on back up to me and be coming up on the rock, like looking up at me. And so I just started talking to his ass. Because y'all know today is the full moon. And turtles represent, and we just had Indigenous Peoples Day, and turtles represent Mother Earth as well as they're a lunar being. So they connect to the moon. So a lot of times it's said that turtles don't show themselves a lot during the full moon. So to see this one turtle, you know what I'm saying, just out and he just kicking it with me. And normally, like, the turtles don't be fucking with the humans like that for real. So he was just sitting there and we were talking, and he was like, too much of a good thing is not good for you. And I was like, okay, come again. He said, too much of a good thing is not good for you. And he was saying it in the context of within like me and just as a people in general, as a society. So one thing that I've learned after doing my fasting, like again, this last fasting cycle that I was talking to y'all about, we overeat. Okay. We really overeat. We overeat. We do a lot of things over excessively. Okay. So even down to, you see how a lot of these people who are tip top shape athletes and things of this nature, they're pushing their heart. So they're stressed out and then they're overcompensating it with working out in the gym. So they're overdoing it. Their breathing practices are not good. And they're overworking themselves and passing out on top of the other things that are inside their body. We're not going to get into that. So it shows how something that is good can also be bad for you as well. So that was a big piece of the message. But then also, I felt the energy say that's why, and it's like a reminder of the messages that we've been having previously of these different things that are happening within society. Okay. And as a reminder to not get too emotionally involved, that keeps coming out with the messages, with the ancestors and things of that nature, to not get too emotionally involved with the things that are going on in the world. Okay. You don't have to take everything on as being your own. If we literally was able to sit and care about all the things that was going on, you would never even have time to breathe. Okay. Because first thing, the things that are shown to you it's chosen to be shown to you, because there's a lot of things going on in the world that they choose to not show, that has been going on for a lot of time. You get what I'm saying? But it's always a reason for why energy needs to be shifted in a particular way or a particular space. And it's always at particular times of years. So we are at that time in that space again where it's happening. And the ancestors are going to keep coming out and saying, don't get too emotionally invested in things that are going on and in people's struggles and problems, People are being called to learn how to work through their things and not have to always lean on other people. People are being shown their own karma. They're being shown the things that they haven't been doing. They're being shown the parts of themselves that they need to strengthen. And we are not supposed to be intervening with their karma right now unless we want some of their karma. So some of you all may have been feeling the need to, let me go close my blinds. Some of y'all may have been feeling the need to withdraw yourself from certain people even more, where it's just like, they haven't really done anything to me. But at this time, I want to just do this and focus on this. And my energy is saying that I need to pull away. And it's because your spirit knows that this person is most likely probably going through something that you don't see as well. So a lot of the stuff that happens around us is not always just because of the things that we see. It's things that we don't see that's happening behind our back as well. And you need to follow that spirit and follow that energy. You get what I'm saying? So as I was talking to Mr. Turtle, and Mother Earth was going into the aspect of this balance that's happening, do not become alarmed. Everything is going to be fine. Okay. Do not be alarmed. And she also said that this is all cyclical. This is something that happens every certain amount of time of years. And the reason why it's made to be such a big thing is because each generation, they got to scare each generation with something. You get what I'm saying? So each generation had something to be fearful about when it comes to war, when it comes to politics, when it comes to social issues, when it comes to environmental issues. Okay. So with you understanding that everything is cyclical, it's just that right now they're targeting the younger generations of things. So they got to target and trigger in a certain type of way. And each generation has had it. Okay. Each generation has had it. The last time this happened was in 2008. So a lot of this of what is going on right now, okay, the ancestors are saying make sure you are keeping your energy under wraps and you're able to control your energy and know where you are spending your energy. So how do you spend your energy? Are you spending your energy replenishing your bank, or are you spending your energy giving that energy away? So a lot of it was to watch your technology use. And that's been coming up a lot in the messages over the course of the past month, but I felt it come out even more with this full moon energy that's coming out. And that's what Aries, a lot of technology is stopping people from actually doing. So think about how many things you've archived or saved, and I'm gonna go back and look at that and do that, and you just keep adding to the saves and the bookmarks. You ain't went back and did nothing. This is giving the season of to stop pinning things and stop having these grand ideas and things and pick something to do. Okay. Pick something on the mood board and start doing it. Pick one of them hobbies that you said that you was going to start and actually start it. Pick one of those topics and actually start working on it. I was looking at something and this lady said, you know what? I realized I was obsessing over a relationship and I realized I didn't know how to do long division. So instead of me obsessing over this relationship, I went and printed me out some long division practice sheets and started watching a bunch of YouTube videos to learn how to finally do long division math. You get what I'm saying? Like, look where you are diverting your energy to. Don't give your energy to the things and the people that don't need it and don't deserve it, and they ain't giving it to you either. Okay. So at this time, invest this strong energy in yourself. Invest in building your skills. What do you need to learn and do? This is not the time, oh, well, I don't know how to do it or nobody ever taught me. You have the internet. Google it. Okay? Ask Google. Literally, you can ask Google, how do I, or how to learn how to do this and start doing it. This is the season and the time for you to start being that self starter in a lot of spaces, okay, within life, literally. Thank you for the super chat, Pooh. And welcome to the membership, too. I missed that one, too. I apologize. So, this Mother Earth full moon energy is literally saying focus on yourself, focus on your life. What do you not know how to do? Okay. Like if you got caught on the popcorn read, will you know how to read? While you up here laughing at this celebrity who going through X, Y, and Z, what can somebody laugh at you about? Okay. Because a lot of people don't really look at that. And a lot of times people seek outside themselves so that they don't have to sit with themselves. But the ancestors are saying this season, You need to allow yourself to sit with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you have people around you. You need to be making sure that they're sitting with themselves, because if they ain't sitting with themselves, then can you expect them to be honest with you? If someone can't be honest with themselves, can we expect them to be honest with us? So this is one of those, you got a friend that keep cheating on their partner. You're not a cheater. You don't believe in it. You need to let that connection go. Okay? Because guess what? If that person is willing to cheat on someone that they have told that they will never cheat on, and they have told that they love, and they do X, Y, and Z, and they cheat, what you think they'll do behind your back? Come on now. This person always talking about somebody else's personal information, and not just in a sense of I need advice on this situation, and they not giving personal information. No, they telling you the person, they tell you the name, they tell you all their drama. You don't think they're gonna tell yours? Because clearly that other person or something trusted to tell them that. You don't think that they're gonna take what you trusting to tell them to? So it's one of those of really watching how people move around you and what they do and what they are involved in, and make sure you are moving accordingly, because that is all a part of how Earth is balancing itself right now. We have to allow ourselves to fully be separated. It's one of those vibes of, because if you don't, you're gonna get to the point where you're gonna turn into the pillar of salt like Lot's wife. And I'm not saying it in the sense of a religious aspect of, ooh, because you're practicing sex before marriage and all that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in the context of the metaphor. When you are called to walk away from something, whatever it is for you in your life and what you are supposed to be doing, and you keep looking back and you keep trying to reach back and pull back and do stuff, you're going to find yourself stuck in a situation that you can't get out of. That's what that's about. So are you trying to turn into a pillar of salt, or are you trying to be the salt of the earth? I was called to reshare that ancestor message from grandmother on my community tab yesterday. It may be expired now because I think I only set it to go for 24 hours, but it was the message on you are the salt of the earth. And when it comes to you being the salt of the earth, the energy of the earth, the flavor of the earth, you're not like everybody else. You're not following everyone else. You are your lane. You are your seasoning. We don't see adobe seasoning trying to be like Laurie's. Okay. We don't see Himalayan salt trying to be like the sea salt or the table salt. Everyone and everything has its purpose, and all the motherfuckers got salt and sodium in it, but they are all different variations of it. So this is the season of, as other people are becoming like each other, everyone is becoming robots. You are supposed to be standing out, because these next 5 years of what we are walking into specifically for, people are going to be looking for that. If you notice, a lot of these industries are starting to fall off, y'all. People are starting to seek it. So that is the future. Individuality, who you really are, is the future. Period. So me and the turtle was getting it in. Okay. Me and the turtle was talking. Me and the turtle was talking. And I appreciate how the turtle was cutting it down for me. But he was saying, if you want to talk to me, you got to put that phone down. Literally. Literally. And that's the message in there. I don't know about y'all, but I have moments where my hands will start shaking sometimes. And that's how I know, okay, I didn't have this phone in my hand too long. I can feel the heat from the phone on my hands right now. You're changing my vibration now at this point. You get what I'm saying? So, whew. Okay, let's get into this. You ain't supposed to be like everybody else. You got the devil. So as we started off with the Blackberry with the devil card energy, which is all about career, the 9 of fire with the cherry, but I'm gonna put that back because I wasn't. I just called to say I love you. This is a song. Did anyone go to his concert? Y'all get tickets to the concert? I didn't get them because I didn't feel like traveling to go. I didn't. Okay, Stevie know my heart. All right, so with the devil card energy with the Blackberry coming out, this is giving reputation. So people always talk about, oh, the devil card, blah, blah. The devil card is about career. It's about reputation. The devil card is not easily swayed. Okay. It's like, it's very focused. Like, this is what I want. This is what my eyes are set on. I'm about to be focused on this and I'm getting it done. And I don't care who you are, whatever it is, you ain't about to change me. Okay. That is also the devil card energy. And that's why I can come off as being like a workaholic or someone who is obsessed and things of that nature, because they are so focused on what it is that they are doing. So this is also just giving the vibe of you're creating your reputation. So a lot of you all are going through a shift in reputation. And you may have been feeling that. Like, people may have even been coming to you and be like, I noticed that you changed, or, this is different with you, or this is different with you. That's all because of this double energy of what's coming on to guide all of this with this shift, with this full moon that's happening right now. And that makes sense with Aries vibes. I always say, this has always been my thing. No one can check an Aries but a Capricorn, and no one can check a Capricorn but an Aries. Okay. And a lot of it is because of that cardinal energy, but it's one of those because of Capricorns know how to make sense to an Aries. Okay. Aries energy is about, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? This what I want, this what I'm going after, blah, blah, blah. But Capricorn energy has done the research. It knows what it's doing. It got a whole presentation, PowerPoint for you to see. Aries energy has no choice but to fucking go along with it if it makes sense. Okay. And this is what this is giving of information and things starting to make sense right now. So it's like you have no choice but to follow what makes sense. Literally, you have no choice but to follow what makes sense with this current energy. So let's see, what is the shift? You got the Hiya of Earth coming out with the Linden. And the Hiya is like the page of Earth. So something was moving very, very slow for you. It may have felt like you were, because you see they're making a fence with one twig at a time. Okay. And I don't know about y'all, but bending twigs to be able to make a fence, okay, takes a lot of work and time and dedication. So something that you've been going through and shifting that's been taking time and dedication for you with this Ace of Water, with the plantain coming out. Plantains is also good for when you have bruises and things of that nature. So it's something about you coming out of the water, you coming out of the creek, you emerging out as this new person because of the things that you've had to go through. And all of that is what's making you right now. And even when we've been talking about the inner child energy. So if you've been embracing all the energy that has been coming out in the readings up until this point, you are ready for this Ace of Water vibes with this plantain. And it's like what you're doing right now is like you're putting aloe on your wounds. So the work that you're doing is like you're putting aloe on your past. You're putting aloe on the things that didn't work, or the things that was not coming up to your standards. You get what I'm saying? So then it takes you now to the justice. Yes, you getting everything that you fucking deserve. Because the reason why you're getting everything that you deserve and all of that is coming through this full moon is because you had to learn not even the discipline of the Capricorn energy, but you also had to learn the vibes, like that Aries energy of being able to do whatever you want to do without caring what anyone has to say. That ability to tap into your inner child, that inner youthfulness. So the ability to jump. Okay. That was a lot of you all's big lesson that you had to learn last season that you've mastered, was your fear of jumping. But you've learned how to jump. And it's so beautiful. Okay. It's so beautiful. And I'm hearing, don't question how you choose to jump right now. Because some of you all maybe you may have the bungee thing going, or whatever the case is. Don't worry about what you got on to help you with your jump. Focus on the fact that you jumping. Because once upon a time you wasn't. Once upon a time you refused to even look over the ledge. Okay. So you not only have walked up to look over the ledge, you've scoped the scene, you've planned it out, and you've jumped. And now, as you've jumped, you're starting that process of soaring. And this justice energy, the fact that we have just started Libra season on sidereal, we've been in Libra season on tropical. But with this being Libra season, that's the justice energy of it balancing out. It's like all of this is flowing into what it had to flow into. It took patience, it took time, it took dedication, and it took planning. And you've been doing every last bit of that shit. And what you need to accept is that in the process of it, people are going to be upset. And guess what? You cannot always choose who is going to be upset. And that's where the journey starts to take a little, you know what I'm saying? This is where a lot of people start falling off at. Okay. In my experience, This is where people start falling off at, because it's the people that's closest to them. It's the family members. It's the loved ones. It's the people who really got their heart. Okay? Them the ones that can get you to fall off. They catch you off guard. So I always try to warn the butterflies, look, you got to realize the enemy is not, and it's not even saying that, oh, they're the enemy. It's the spirit that they carry. It's the energy that they carry in their soul that is the enemy. Okay? And so you need to understand that it's going to show up in any way. And that's when you really test it. When you got to hold boundaries with someone who you really love and care about, to the point where you may run the risk of them saying goodbye because you put a boundary there. But you need to accept, if they say goodbye because you put a boundary there, you did yourself justice by doing that. And to think about the fact that you would have been keeping someone around you who didn't truly respect you for who you are. Okay? So this season of what you're in, yeah, you being tested with the people. Yeah, you being tested. Yeah, it's going to be the family member. Yeah, it's going to be your lover. Yeah, it's going to be your child. Yeah, it's going to be your job. Because them are all the things that have connection to the things that you care about the most, baby. And that's why I love Big Sean, where he said, I be careful about the people that I love, because who I love is who can hurt me. Okay? Think about the story of Job when we think about that metaphor aspect. It was all the things that he cared about. You think Job would care if it was his neighbor's animals or if it was his neighbor's wife? You know what I'm saying? It was his, what affected him. You got to be okay with that process. You got to be okay with losing to gain more, especially if that energy is not growing and evolving with you. Of course, it's going to look different. Of course, it's going to be like, wow, I've never been here before, because you're aiming for something that you've never aimed for before. So, of course, the journey to get there is going to look different. It's insanity to do the same things expecting something different. So, of course, if you're expecting something different, you have to do something different. And a lot of times the doing of something different is going to be with different people and a different mindset. And the only way you're going to keep the same people with you is if they have a similar mindset as you. That's the only way, baby. That's the only way. And the thing is, that's why people don't like Aries. Because Aries most times will call that energy out. And I'm calling it out now because it's a full moon in Aries. So you tapping into that vibe of, I don't care who you are. Okay? This is me. This is what I can give. This is what I can have to offer. But right now, this is what I'm focusing on, is you learning how to put yourself first, is you learning how to become the main character in your life. Is the reason why the villains and people who be seen as villains and things of that nature is because they choose to put themselves first in their life, and other people cannot control them. They can't change them. They can't make them change their mind. They can't arouse them unless they want to be aroused. Okay? You can't arouse them unless they want to be aroused. And this is your energy. Okay? So Mother Nature been vibing, okay? Today, when I tell you I was talking to the turtle, I didn't realize that turtles could understand us communicating until that, like literally he would put his head up and be on the rock looking at me like he just talking back to me. I'm like, oh my gosh, spirit. Spirit. Child. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love being called to do this work. I love being able to be connected to just universal spirit, energy, love in general, and whatever that looks like. And spirit also wants you to know that we were called to feel like the bad or the evil or the villains were horrible, and for you to never be that. But you got to understand that there's no way for you to reach what you desire in the world if you're not a villain to someone. Okay? If you're not a villain to someone, you have to be a villain. Someone is going to see you as a villain. If everyone loves you and everyone feels like you're perfect, You ain't doing something right. You don't have balance. That's not balance. Something is off. So as we talk about justice and Libra energy with this full moon, you got to have the balance. So when they say that you ain't doing it right if you ain't got haters, you ain't doing it right if somebody don't like what you're doing. Okay? That shows you that you are in alignment, because if everyone around you loves what you are doing, then it means that something is not being provided that needs to be provided or put out there. Okay. So it's something about you welcoming in the opposite, you welcoming in that other energy, because that other energy actually benefits you. Right. So don't be mad about, for example, say if you're on a platform, right? Don't be mad about a hater watching you. The hater is watching you, giving you energy. So at the end of the day, you won. At the end of the day, you won. So don't allow the energy of them to come in and change you. So now you change your whole energy to relate to the hater, right? I know I've done it. So now when I do it intentionally, okay? When I feel like causing chaos or issues, when I feel like snapping on somebody. But I know it's not worth it all the time. You get what I'm saying? So like, for example, me saying that, almost 30 people left out the room, right? Because the hater realized, wow, I'm giving them energy and they're not giving me energy back. Let me get the fuck up out of here, right? So do you even really got to call them out all the time? No, we don't. We don't. We don't. Because they going to come. Because you got a light. And think about mosquitoes and the moths and all of them, how they go to them lights. They going to come to the light. It don't matter. You ain't got to go move the light around like, come to me, Mr. Mosquito. Oh, I know you're horrible. Come here, Mr. Mosquito. You're going to repel the hater away. Okay? The hater has to come to you. They're attracted to your light. So this is also giving as you are working on yourself. Okay? As you are working on your energy, you want to allow the energies to come to you. Don't go seeking them. Don't give them the energy. You just keep showing up in your light and your vibes, and you're going to receive it. You're going to receive it. 108.81 in reverse. Okay? So it's important for you to understand just how that energy works, how to really learn how to shift the energy. And lately, the 48 laws of power has been really heavy, and law number 21 has been standing out really heavy to me. And it's the aspect of sometimes you got to act a dummy to catch the dummy. Okay? You don't have to show that what you know. You don't have to put certain XY, just act a dummy. Okay? You'll get more from that. More will be revealed to you from that. Okay? Ancestors had me researching up that law earlier today as well. So I don't know who needs to hear that in the aspect as well on your journey. You don't have to show everything that you know. In that avenue, you can choose and be picky on how you show what you know and what you show. Okay? And don't let anyone try to make you feel guilty if you don't make it easily accessible to them. Because you will have that happen as well. Like, you got all this good energy now. What you mean that I can't come around you? What you mean you too busy to talk on the phone? What you mean you ain't got no availability to go hang out and go do this on Saturday? Okay? Because as you shifted your energy and what you're doing, it shifted everything else around you. So if those same people was in alignment with you, they'll find you in them spots. And that's the way I like to see it now. Like, if we supposed to stay aligned, I'll see you when I see you. Okay? That's how I choose who I follow on, like, TikTok, for example. I got to see you on my timeline a certain amount of times for me to say, okay, I'll follow you on my For You, right? Because then it shows that our energy is completely aligned in this manner of we are being found in the same places. You get what I'm saying? And this is giving one of those vibes of you have the choice of your algorithm of life. You have your choice when it comes to your algorithm of life. And when it comes to your algorithm of life, Choose wisely. Okay, because it will affect everything else of you. And what is your algorithm of life? Your algorithm of life is whatever you allow into your spirit and your subconscious. So it's the food that you eat, it's the music you listen to, it's the people you talk to, it's the TV shows you watch, it's the things that you just do. You get what I'm saying? Everything that you allow yourself to embrace or connect with, it affects your personal algorithm of life. Okay. Well, I see. No, I never lose my way. All right. Let's get some inner child cards. Okay, Knight of Cups, because you're making this shit look good. I might as well. I might as well sign my name. Some of y'all is about to be signing a new contract over the course of the next 30 days. By the next full moon, you about to be signing a new contract. So whether if it's a new job contract, a new contracting position, you contracting someone out, so you may be getting your first employee. I see you all signing some type of contract over the course of the next 30 days. And it relates to this energy of what you're working on. Some of you all, it's your first building, okay? Of you, free every way. Hey, for the love said I'm living. All right. So you got the Knight of Cups coming out and the Nine of Cups. And I love every bit of this because the Nine of Cups, look what it has on it. Mr. Turtle. Turtle, turtle, turtle. Which is the promise of fulfillment, the promise of like you getting everything that you desire, that you put yourself out for. Okay. 1988 is popping out in 1999 with the seahorse and Mr. Beaver riding on. It's like you're getting every damn thing that you want and desire, and you're gonna make it look so good. Okay. Each and every day. Oh, okay. Like you making it look so good, baby. Oh. Hey, he said, come on and rock me, baby, okay? Like, listen, baby, listen. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. I see some of y'all bringing back things that, oh my gosh. Y'all know how the panini, I'm getting this vibe, y'all. Y'all know how the panini caused a lot of, oh my gosh, real estate is about to explode, y'all. This keeps coming to me as I look at this turtle with this castle. Some of y'all are either buying a home or buying an office space, renting an office space, and y'all gonna get it for a good ass deal. I'm getting like it's gonna be holiday specials going, okay? And it's because it's this one shift that's happening in the market, and it's gonna be the perfect location, y'all. Like, and you don't have to worry about crime. Like, that's not gonna, your space is gonna be protected because this is a spiritual thing. And it's like, you know how we were mentioning earlier with you being the salt of the earth? It's like you're being called to be planted in a certain space as salt in that space. Oh my gosh. You're gonna be protected, baby. This space, whatever it is that you're walking into or creating or building, no one can tear it down. Okay. Like, let no one put asunder. So, like that marriage vow, whatever God has put together, let no man put asunder, or whatever the case is. Like, no mortal can affect what you're building. Okay. No mortal can affect what you're building. Rock me tonight for old time's sake. Oh, baby, you about to have your mojo back. Some of y'all about to be teaching lessons of some sort. Y'all, this is very specific. And because it's something with children. Like I'm seeing a community something. I don't know if some of y'all have been thinking about, you know how we've been channeling a lot of the community homeschools and stuff for the past year. Some of you all may actually start and take that leap and start doing community homeschooling and things of that nature for your community. Like, you're going to get a lot of fucking support, okay? Whoever this is for, like, the people's been waiting, okay? The people's been waiting because y'all school system ain't been doing right by them kids. That's what I'm getting for this, okay? Heavy on the letter T. T and W. Okay? I don't know why I just heard Winn-Dixie. Is that like a gas station or something? And there's a college, the college that they did the great debaters in. Wilberforce, no, not Wilberforce. Was it Wilberforce? That's popping in my head. That's a college, ain't it? Yes, that's a HBCU, I feel like, ain't it? In like Ohio, maybe. But what's the college that the great debaters was connecting to? That's connecting heavily to me right now. Got myself together. And you had to get yourself together. Don't be afraid to get yourself out there, baby, and get it started. So whether you operate this through a nonprofit or for-profit, you still gonna make money. The thing is that a lot of people of color have felt like they have to have a nonprofit. The thing is that the rich, they know how to legally funnel their money through nonprofits. Put it that way, okay? But you can have a for-profit and still get what you need, okay? Oh, it used to be a grocery store. So is someone opening up a community grocery store? Y'all know how we were channeling not too long ago a community co-op. Y'all. My hand itching, my middle finger itching. Somebody said, fuck something, okay? They said, I'm going to do it myself. Ooh, I love the butterflies. Y'all some renegades. Y'all remember that dance? Renegade, renegade, renegade. Wait, did I do it right? Renegade. Wait, you got to go outwards, right? It's like renegade. Wait, renegade. Y'all, I'm like, it takes me a while to get stuff. But y'all get what I'm saying. Like, y'all are, renegade, never been afraid to say what's on my mind at any given time of day, because I'm a renegade. Never been afraid to holler about anything. Did y'all know Eminem was autistic? And that's why that motherfucker be telling the truth with everything. He said, I'm snitching on everything. Okay, and that's why no one ever messed with Eminem. Eminem ain't gonna get caught in no scandals outside of the shit he told you about, okay? Because he tell you his shit. He overshare, just like all of us. Okay, we be oversharing. But this is giving I don't even know where that just came from. So I don't know if somebody here like Eminem or you doing something with autism, okay? And it just connect to that. And the song Renegade, but you doing something different, right? And this is giving a vibe of people will love you for who you are and like what you're creating and doing for who you are. So you saying that you graduated in 1988, that goes to the message of the aspect of teaching something, giving something. Listen, baby, whoever this is for, baby, this your time. You got the full card at the bottom of the deck. And guess what? This is with the boy on Harry Potter that kept the newspaper. So I'm hearing extra, read all about it. So it's like you using older forms of communication. So not just using social media, going to the local colleges and things of that nature to put the flyers out and things of that nature. Okay. Like you going the old route to find your people again. Because a lot of people getting tired of social media, baby. Okay. We got to go back to the old way. We got to go back outside. I ain't saying knock on people's doors, but I'm saying you need to find the people where they at and get them outside. Okay. But with this full card coming out to start off all of this energy, like, baby, don't play. Clarify this. And listen, I love this full moon energy and I love having my cycle on the full moon now. Like, I feel like I be so tapped in. I love it. All right. What's up with this full card? The Queen of Disc. Money, 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 money. So part of this could include you teaching money skills or something that relates to life skills, jobs. I'm getting the vibes of like debutantes or something, like someone learning a certain stature of being a certain type of way. Okay. Like y'all out here shifting the culture, baby. You bringing the culture back. So you may be bringing back things. The song right now is Fairy Tales by Anita Baker. So some of y'all may be bringing back some of the things that you had when you were younger for the younger generations to experience and have and bring those cultures back, because we're realizing the reason why a lot of things changed is because a lot of the things that the communities did change. You know, we no longer have those community moms anymore or community grandmas anymore. You know, the candy ladies, you know, they ain't the same no more. Okay. Like, we don't have a lot of the same things and people and community centers and stuff like we used to. Okay. Now, not saying that it wasn't some messed up stuff back in them times, because it was. Okay. But it's something about bringing back some of those things of the olden days that you've been connecting to. It's like the collective is getting out of that fairy tale mindset and seeing everything for what it is. The Prince of Wands. The story ends. The story's through. Reality steps into you. No longer living life in paradise. No fairy tales. Okay, my phone is on 20%, so we're gonna have to start wrapping this up, y'all. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love when messages confirm for you all exactly how it needs to, baby. Okay. Defeat the evil prince. All right, give me a clarification for this Prince of Wands. Look, butterflies, y'all out here doing it. Okay. You in this butterfly village, like, I ain't talking about the passerbyers. If you a passerby, you might want to stay, baby, because this is the winning team. Okay. But the butterflies who I'm tapping into, like, y'all are really doing it. You doing the work. You're starting the process. You putting yourself out there. You're working on yourself. You ain't just talking it, but you're doing it. And I'm hearing age don't mean nothing. Numbers don't mean nothing. The fact that you're doing it now, you doing it, and stay in that vibe. So whatever you do, because I'm hearing somebody say, I wish I would have did this sooner, or I should have been did. Okay, you're doing it now. And maybe you just needed to have the experience before to have everything that you needed now to do it. And it makes me think of, oh my gosh, the message that I did, it went in the membership area, but the one that I did on TikTok, no, I did I do this message? Maybe no, I don't think I did. I do this message? Shit, I don't know. It may be in my notes somewhere, and I didn't do it, but it's coming up to me right now, so I'm gonna mention it. So the aspect of, you have to realize that everyone started from a different line with the race. Okay, like, everyone start at a different line with the race. So you don't know at what point someone started. Okay, so don't look at someone else's start. Welcome to the membership pool. Don't look at where someone else started and where you're at. Okay, focus on your lane and where you were at. I still remember when I was on campus doing my graduation pictures, and I ran into a woman, and she stopped me. I love my sisters, baby, because she said, baby, your walk. She said, I had to stop you. And she said, it's something about your walk to just scream power. And I just felt motivated by your walk. And we were talking, and I shared with her, and she shared with me her story. She had went back to college after having her children, and her children are older. She said, I got to go do this for me. I started, but I didn't finish. And she said, I went, I made the money, I did all that, but this was something that I still wanted to finish. So I had to do it. And so to sit and talk with a woman who lived life, had the children, had the marriage, made all the money, and she's going back to school for her bachelor's. I'm graduating. I haven't had children. I've had different experiences, right? We both have had different experiences and different things that have drawn us to a particular place at a certain time. And neither one of our journeys is more important than the other. Us accepting that experience is experience. Experience is experience. Okay. And however that shows up, whether if it's through life experience or professional, well, life personal or professional experience, welcome it in. Okay? Welcome it in. It's not gonna do you bad. It's not gonna do you bad. It's gonna do you real good. It's gonna do you real good, baby. Listen here. Okay? You need to allow yourself to embrace every bit of this and keep doing what you are doing. Keep allowing yourself to be put out there the way that you are, because a lot of y'all are going to be literally pushed out. Okay? And it's very beautiful. Very beautiful how you're going to be pushed out. You're going to be creating and doing things that no one has done before. Know that. Okay? Know that. Your steps are ordered. Your steps are guided. And the thing is that you don't have to feel an external force to know that your steps are guided, because you know that you are one with the source who guides your steps. So if you're one with source who guides your steps, every step that you take is a part of the guide, because you're in alignment with your spirit. It's when you go against your spirit, when you're not in alignment with your steps. So the same way how some people can be in crime and be in it their whole life and never get caught, because their purpose on this earth was to be in crime. Okay? That was their purpose. And they living out their purpose. Okay? But then that say somebody whose purpose is not to do that, they going into it all nervous and sweaty palms, they get locked up the first time, baby. Because that wasn't their purpose. So it's like when you walk your line that you're supposed to walk, and when you're supposed to walk it, baby, ain't nothing gonna do it. And that I learned that when I was dating one of my little drug dealer boyfriends, honey. Okay. You know, he only still the, you know what I'm saying, the MJ. But I'm like, this man moves so reckless and just all that. And he just, but it's because he is in alignment with himself. Okay. And until the moment when he hit the point in his life when his spirit is like, maybe I should stop this. That's when he's no longer in alignment, when he keeps doing it. Okay. And so we need to know when our spirit guides us to do something and when our spirit tells us to stop. So, and the thing is, sometimes our spirit tells us to stop something. It doesn't mean that we ain't meant to go back to it one day. Sometimes we just supposed to stop for a little bit. Okay? Stop for a little bit, see what it do for us. You know what I'm saying? And we may be guided to go back. Because it's not saying that that thing that you were guided from is bad. It just wasn't in alignment with your frequency. Okay? It just wasn't aligned with your frequency. So this was a beautiful message, y'all. I'm still waiting for somebody. I'm still waiting. Oh, the music is vibing. Okay, I can take this off now since I'm done reading. Oh, before we get done, y'all, check out my website for personal readings at monacole.com. Also, check my website for past life regressions and hypnotherapy sessions. I didn't realize a lot of you all didn't know that I practice hypnotherapy as well. But yes, check that out as well. And check out the 7-day boot camp workshop that is happening the end of this month for the Ancestor Veneration workshop here on the channel. Those of you all who had registered for the free class, I enjoyed you all last night. If you missed it, I did send an email out. Now, if you are one of the people who, when you signed up, you unchecked the box that said receive promotional emails and things of that nature, that's why you didn't receive the details, because you opted out of my email list. And I don't know how I'm going to send you an email if you opt out the email list, Pooh. So next time, if it's, you know what I'm saying, meant to be, then you'll be there in that space. Every month I will be doing something different. I probably won't be doing free classes anymore. I'm going to be honest. That was something that I felt called to do, but I'm not going to promise that I'm going to do it every month, but it will be different things every month for you all to connect to. Okay. Definitely check out the Butterfly Effect School of Transformation as well. Is there anything else that I would like to get in this conversation? This was a whole vibe, y'all. It's always a vibe. Okay, I gotta look at the time to know what time to end this because I want to put the music. Okay, an hour and 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I think I'm still waiting.